This semester we're going to be using for about 6 of our lab exercises a software package called ArcGIS Online. This is a web mapping package, has some resemblance to Google Maps, for instance, but it has some differences, and I realize that it's a little intimidating or tricky to look at a new piece of software for the very first time. So my intention is that this lesson, this video, will help you get a good start on using this software, which in fact you're going to use for the first lab exercise of the semester. Usually, to get at this software, this is a web-based mapping software, as Google Maps is. Usually what you'll be getting as you start to use this is a link that points to a web map, which is living in the cloud somewhere, so to speak. And all you really need to do is select that link, copy that link, open up a new browser window and paste it in, and it will start up the map that's intended for you to use that particular week right away. In this case, we have a topographic map as a base map and a set of points which will analyze those locations as part of week 1. The details of this lab will be shown in the lab section, and they'll also be shown, also described in the lab exercise itself. But what I wanted to show is just to give you a look at how this software operates, some of the more basic operations. One basic operation in this web map, which lives somewhere in the cloud right now, and I don't even know where. I only know it by its link address. One thing you can do is you can click the left-hand mouse button and move it around to look at different parts of the map. It's also possible to zoom in on a point of interest. And you'll notice that as you zoom in, sometimes the base map changes the series of base maps, so it looks a little different as you zoom in. You can zoom in some more, change to another series, and I can move around. I can see building footprints, roads, contours, and etc. At this point, you might feel that you've gotten lost, so you can always zoom back out. It's possible that you could get so lost that you have no idea how to get back to your work area, the window you want to work in. That's what we have the home button for, which zooms you ahead to the original location that's defined, the window of this map. So zoom in, zoom out, pan around. It's possible to click on any feature on the map, and it'll tell us that that's location L and its latitude and longitude coordinates. Not very exciting in this lab. There's location J, and it actually has its own name as a label already, so it's not useful or exciting for this map, but future maps it will be. The ability to click on a point or on a shape or a polygon, such as this one here, and it says that that's a hill, and it's already labeled as a hill. But clicking on a feature and showing it its associated information is important. Last thing I want to show in this very brief introduction is use of the measure tool. And the measure tool is right up here. It only appears on a live map where you're actually working with a map, and a live map that exists in the cloud, not a snapshot or anything else. If you click on the measure tool, you can choose to measure an area, or you can choose to measure a distance, or you can actually get the coordinates of any point. Why don't I show you first how to do the measure tool for distance. So we'll select the distance, and we get to choose the units, such as feet, and then it's as simple as clicking There it goes. It's as simple as clicking and double clicking to measure the entire distance. And we can click again and measure again, and click again and measure. And we can measure it doesn't have to be a straight line. We can measure a path that has many line segments, and only when we click twice does the final measurement show up in the window. So that's if I were to, for instance, want to measure the length of this piece of road right here, I'd click here, click, click, and double click, and it'll tell me that the length of that piece of road is 4,876. And that's the extent of the introduction to this mapping software. There's many other features that are available, which I'll present and show in future videos and future lab exercises.